Hi and welcome to another Next Level Garments tutorial. This tutorial is about the making of baseball caps. So baseball caps seem to be a very simple item, but in reality it takes a lot of extra small work. We will see later in the videos here. A baseball hat, just as we see in this picture, consists of 6 panels. So 6 panels that make the crown of the hat. We have the front panels, which are also having an inside backing more later. So we have the back panels. Then we have the side panels on the left and the right. Another thing is the backing material. The backing material we only use for the front part. The back side doesn't have any backing material. The front part needs it because it gives it the kind of stiff structure. Otherwise, it will be all like very soft on the front and it wouldn't look good on the hat later. So this is what makes the crown appear to be stronger. So then we have the visor. The visor panel, you have the top and the bottom layers. You can have them in 2 different colors. You can use different materials. You can use different patterns. There are a lot of variations you can use during production. Inside the visor there is the visor plastic inlay. This inlay, it can be it's mostly a kind of plastic material which is strong enough to keep the visor in shape. There are different shapes. You have either the rounded ones, a bit curved ones, or you have the ones which are like totally flat. So the material has to be very strong, but not too strong that the needle can't go through. We will see later in the video. Another way to enhance the appearance of a baseball hat is the inner tape printed. So have the inner tape printed means like you can have like small logos printed on it. You can also leave it blank. There are caps that require the tape to be blank, especially if you are working with the type of flex fit hat, because the material is elastic, so the logo would stretch. The next part is the inner sweatband. The inner sweatband needs to be very durable, especially during summer times when you sweat a lot, but it shouldn't be too thick, otherwise you sweat even more. In that case, it's good to use some lightweight polyester with high durability, and especially like when you use a white sweatband, it needs to be easy to be washed because you don't want to have those yellow stains on it. Alright, so another part is the plastic snap buckle. Our example in the picture doesn't use any, but we later have the hat which is being produced in the video will use a snap buckle. So it uses the plastic snap buckle in the backside. That's it. These are all the parts that make the cap. Now we show you how it looks inside the factory in real time during the production. So first of all, we have the baseball hat with all 6 panels. So now we take care of the front 2 panels. So these are made on a special rail like you see in this picture. The machine uses this rail to make sure that the backside is even, and it comes with the inner tape, the printed tape that I was showing you before. So here you can see the backing material also with the inner tape, and is being attached to the front panel. So making sure that both pieces are put together in the right way. So for the next step, we have to attach the side panel to the front panels. We have 2 side panels. One is being attached to the front panel. Another one is being attached to the back side. We need to have a side panel for each of those, so we always have a block of 3 different panels. So like you can see here, the worker is using 3 panels and putting 3 panels together with the other 3 panels. So for the next step, you can see how the whole crown is already being put together. It just needs another cover stitch in the middle, so the crown is going to be all one piece. So the next part is the visor. Here the worker is making the visor's pocket. So then he needs to put in the plastic inlay I was showing earlier. He is testing that the material is okay. It shouldn't be breaking. Otherwise, there's a problem with the baseball hat later. So then the pocket must be attached to the visor. So the needle of the machine has to be strong enough to go through the material. Here you see how the cover stitches are being put on the visor. This baseball hat requires 8 lines to be made, so in that fashion the worker has to be quite quick to make all those 8 lines. It works fantastic to make a pair of visors for each round of production. This has proven to be very efficient. By using this technique, he probably needs a minute for every pair that he's working on. So now we continue with the crown. For the crown, we have to attach a special supporter, which is a piece made from plastic, which has to be added to the crown structure, so it gives it a better shape. All we want is a very nice shaped baseball hat. So for this step, now we have to attach the crown to the visor, which is one of the most complicated steps during production. It really requires a lot of skills to put these two pieces together. Especially the front part must be in the right position, otherwise it gets out of shape. So here we are attaching the inner sweatband, which also requires a special machine. So you can use all different types of colors for this type of sweatband. Here the buckle has been attached, and now the final step. You will see how it gets the final stitching line between the visor and the hat. It keeps the desired shape, which is often the difference between any high or low quality cap. So the final step is the ironing. The baseball hat already looks like a baseball hat, but without the ironing, it doesn't get in the right shape. So it has to be put on a certain machine, which heats the hat from the inside, puts also together the inner backing material together with the front panels, gives the item the perfect shape. So this is all you need to put this baseball hat, as you see in the picture, together. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to this video. We also have some other videos on the channel, so just click on those if you're interested, and there are more to come from Next Level Garments Shanghai. You can also go to our website www.nextlevelgarments.com.